Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thank you for coming by the channel today. So appreciate you being here. Today we're going to be doing a showroom tour. We're going to be checking out a brand new 2022 Kenworth W900L. Had some custom work done to it, so really excited to show it to you. Let's check it out. All right, we are in the showroom here. We're gonna give you a quick tour, so let's check it out. Beautiful, beautiful blue, legendary blue. I'm not gonna have any sort of way to kind of show, there's no sunlight, it's all cloudy outside, so you're not gonna really see the metal flake too much. But anyhow, looking at this truck here, we have, as per usual, the additional ribs on the front grille here. So the 7 across Texas bumper, nice and clean, left at factory, no fog lights with the factory headlights here as well. This is a long hood model, of course, so you have the additional length right in between here. And then you can also option to have this here with a chrome panel or painted. So this here is the chrome, of course. We have the LED lights up on the fender right here. And then we also ordered it with the turn signal lights up on the mirror brackets. We have the elephant ears kind of going up and over, so no lights, just kind of very simple, clean setup here. And a big thank you to Jeff Battler and the team at 12 Gauge Customs for helping me out. We had to get a visor last minute, and this is a visor that can go on a single piece windshield. So this has a single piece windshield, then it has the pressure fit up there. So it turned out really good. It's a reverse bow tie. I believe it is a 13 by 11 is the size there. It just looks really sharp. We got the LED lights up on the roof, and then dual exhaust, of course, with the 7-inch pipes. Those are 42-inch tall pipes. Right down here, we have the painted panel with the block and oil pan heater right there. We did the polished battery box with the polished end caps, and then obviously the polished all the way throughout the rest of the way here. So we got the polished DEF cover, polished fuel tanks with the 7-inch straps. This is a 72-inch tall sleeper, and I'll show you guys the interior here in a moment, so stick around if you want to see that. As far as the back wall, we have the 6 reverse lights, or work lights on the back wall here. So those are all on 3 separate switches. As far as here, we have the pogo stick, hose antenna, and then you'll notice here all this reflection here. We put in, from Shift Products, we had them put in a stainless deck plate, just a straight slab. So it's a really nice way to kind of close it off. It's not really for walking on, just kind of closes it off, makes it look a nice clean look here. This has the Kenworth AG400 suspension, so that is the 8-bag air ride. And there is a custom made bracket here that Shift Products makes for it, for the blind mount on the front here. And these are the Class 8 deep drop half fenders. And then this blind mount has the bolts on the back side here. And it's all painted to match the frame, and it's a straight black frame on here, of course. We have the X Multi-Energy D tires on here and the Durabrite rims. So these are the mirror polished Durabrites. As far as the rear ends on this here, it is the Super 40s, the D40 172Ps with 370 gear ratio. And as far as the brakes here, it is disc brakes on this truck all the way around. So you can see that right in there. This is a Holland fifth wheel air slide, 24-inch slide, 8-inch ride height, air controls in the cab to adjust the slider, and a manual lock to disengage it on the other side there. This is a 260 wheelbase, so you can notice here you have a little bit of extra frame here. Just, it's a really nice balanced look to this truck. I really like how this one turned out. Looks really, really clean. 150-gallon fuel tank, and again, as I like to do on most of my trucks, fuel tanks lined up, straps lined up. This is kind of the most ideal spot that I've found in building trucks here, and where I've been paying attention a lot to these types of details. You do have to have your filler at the back on the outside so you have easy access, and as far as the fuel tank lining up, you get the straps lined up really nicely right there. We have the emergency doors with the windows on both sides so you can see right through, and then there's the polished DPF SCR box right there. The air cleaners are the 15-inch air cleaners with the preferred fit element in here. It also has the bolts hidden on the inside, so you can kind of see right in there that the bolts are right in there. So this piece here, you just squeeze it down, give it a twist, and she pops right off. Let's open up the hood here and show you what's underneath. So I had to bring this truck back from the cleanup shop here. It was perfectly clean, but you can see here I'm getting all this mud and slop on the floor. It's starting to melt outside. It's a little sloppy out there, but doing our best here, doing our best. Hard to keep it all clean here, but anyhow, we'll make sure customer's nice and happy. As far as the front end here, it's the standard front end. We didn't drop the front end on this, just left it stock. 5-inch drop on the axle. It's a 13.2 bar with a 5-inch drop, so it is sitting a little bit lower than the standard. We do have the heavy-duty hood reinforcement right here, the hood hinge, I mean, and then the heavy-duty hood reinforcement on both sides there, which slides into those guys. That just helps to support the hood so the fenders are not going to be sagging and causing the paint to crack on the hood itself. As far as what else we got here, we got your air fill. So this is a really handy thing to have if you want to air up the truck quickly. We have your power boost terminals right there, and then your remote lube terminal right there. Davco fuel water separator, and then there's the fuel filter. This is a 565 Cummins 1850 torque rated engine. We got your oil fill, your fill and your check. There's your power steering box, your washer fluid up there. We have a few extra fuses right there, and then your coolant up above on that side over there. Something else I like to put on trucks here, a little light here so you can have a little bit extra light underneath the hood. And if you guys watched the last video I did, it was a Jade truck. It was pretty much the same. Actually, it was one serial number off of this truck here. So these trucks are very, very similar. Just a few differences to what the customer wanted and what we were able to change before the truck got locked in. So you'll notice a few differences on this truck to the last truck that I featured last week. So on this side here, again, same thing. We got the little work light underneath the hood, and then we got your turbo accessories right there, and then your HVAC system mounted up there. So let me just close up the hood and we'll finish the tour on the inside of the truck. All right, so here we are inside the truck here. You'll notice we got the black stitching on the door, which means it is the Diamond VIT and the black interior. So that's kind of running all the way throughout the cab. We also have the wood grain dash up on the top here, along with the wood grain across the dash. Full gauges, full switches on this truck here, a leather wrap steering wheel, and then there's the switches down below here for the rear bunk lights and so forth. Something else that I put on our stock trucks is a master disconnect switch. So this here just saves the batteries. So if you are storing the truck for an extended amount of time, or if you're parking it and you want to just kill the battery so that there's no draw on the battery overnight at all, you just flip those switches and then you have a lot less likelihood of having a failed battery. All right, we have an 18-speed manual transmission right here, so you can see that pretty clear. As far as the seats go, we have the matching leather black seats, and these are the Sears Ultra Leather, so these are the nice wide base seats I like to call them the fat boys, but yeah, a little bit more comfort there for the seat cushion itself. Down below here is the little notebook holder. Used to be for logbooks, but obviously e-logs, you don't need that now, but this is kind of handy for just keeping paperwork or notepad, keeping your service records or phone messages, whatever. And then down here we got your cup holder, we got power outlets, 12 volts, and then a little ashtray right there like so. As far as the truck here, it's got full locking differentials, so there's the full locking switches, air suspension dump, cruise, jakes, hazards, air slide, fifth wheel, your traction control switch, auxiliary light switch, PTO switch, and then your DPF regen switch as well. Here's kind of the look of the truck as you're kind of looking out. You can see through that visor. Really cool look. It's always fun to see these big visors with a decal or decal, depending on what you want to call it. On the back side here, you can kind of dress it up a little bit, make it a little bit more unique. So something cool to do. So yeah, that's a little bit about the dash, and it is also a black dash. So you can see here that the dash is all black to match the interior. All right, I'll just take a look into the bunk here and I'll show you what's going on over here. So this is a 72-inch stand-up bunk here. I'm not going to stand on the carpet, but we do have the carpet throughout the bunk here. So you can see that. And we got your fridge down on the floor. Pretty self-explanatory. And then here we got the stowable armrests, so those flip up and out of the way. And then over here is a little storage shelf, so you can keep all your TV, your printer, your laptop, and then a little workstation here as well. As far as the back wall here, instead of doing the upper bunk, we have a rear shelf. So this has got that rear upper shelf, so nice deep pocketed shelf. You can keep bags or whatever you want to keep up there. Use it for extra food storage if you want. As far as on this side here, we have the factory S-bar control right there. It's got a factory S-bar heater, which are in short supply right now, which is an interesting challenge to work through, but that's life in the fast lane, as they say. We got your light controls back here, your fridge power on and off, and then here is your heater controls, heater air conditioning controls for the bunk. This little guy here is a cup holder. It is adjustable for the cup size, so if you're a big gulp or if you're just a can, you can adjust that, very simple. As far as this over here, nice deep storage area with a hanging spot here to hang your pants or your shirts or whatever, your jackets in there. And I've mentioned this quite a bit in other videos. This is an optional cabinet. So these drawers are not standard. Even if you order the diamond interior, they are not standard in the diamond VIT. You still have to option those. Sales code 8570000. So don't forget those if you are building that type of truck and you want to make sure it's fully cabineted in the back. All right, so that's it for this week's video. A big thank you to Gerswick Singh for purchasing this truck. Tag team effort, myself and coworker of mine, Navneet Purva, were able to get this truck delivered to another happy customer. So thanks, Nav, for all your help on this. And again, a thank you to our customer, Gerswick Singh, for purchasing this truck. All right, if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, I'd sure encourage you to do that. You can just click on the link down here. It takes you to the subscribe part, and if you want to check out that bell, you'll get notified about future videos. Hey, and if you're also interested in contacting me or connecting with me on other social media platforms, I have a link right here to my personal website, and that will take you to all of the social media platforms that I'm on, along with a little bit of information about myself, the dealership that I'm with, and how I can help you in the future. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you coming down here, and as always, have yourself the world's best day.